You've been acquired. Now what? I've been there as a staff SRE. I want to give you some actionable tips for if your employer is acquired. And this is just my personal opinion. 2 years ago, my 150-person based employer in Berlin was acquired by a 600-person company in Australia. Similar kind of SaaS fields, but different tech stacks with the goal to grow further. The first thing you should do is celebrate. You were working on something that was successful, great. Maybe you had some equity as well, also very nice. And just appreciate like the general vibe, because it's quite nice. But you need to accept change. Your current employer is now different, and you will soon probably go on a journey of change. And it's really important to accept that and take some time. Then evaluate your role. What is the what do you like about your job? What are the must-haves? What are the nice-to-haves and the red lines? Doing this evaluation will help you a lot as change happens, and maybe you do want to kind of move on. Then know your rights. There may be layoffs. There may be changes in established company practices. There could be changes in roles and responsibilities. My union helped me a lot in knowing my rights. And migrate deliberately. There could be the idea of like, let's just move everything over from like one stack to something else. Be very critical of this, especially as a developer. You have to really weigh up and ask, what is the measurable benefit of this migration? What is the lost opportunity cost of doing this? What are you not doing by doing this migration? What is the stability risk? Can you instead build something new that solves a common problem across this wider, larger group and leave the existing systems as is? We lost quite a few months on migrating some stuff that we ultimately turned off anyway. Build relationships. Relationships are key. We're all social people. You now have a whole new source of knowledge that's super helpful. Leverage this. Your new colleagues might have solved the similar problems to you, or you might have whole new functions that you didn't have before. It's really, really useful. Building relationships also helps to build trust. You have a whole new group of people who you don't know. They come from different cultural backgrounds, different communication styles, different expectations. Building up these channels of communications is really, really helpful. That helps you to assume best intentions. It means that if a change happens, you don't react instinctively with kind of skepticism or antagonism, and instead makes you feel more confident in clarifying and asking what's going on. But if there is a change that you don't like, challenge change constructively. This was a huge learning for me, and I'm going to dive a bit more deeper into this. So first, don't just say, this is dumb. It might be, but that's just your opinion. And no one will ever respond well to that. Even if you label a decision, even if you do have some valid points, the decision maker is likely to ignore it. First, really reflect, what is it I don't like about this decision? Is it a personal preference, or will it actually have a negative impact or effect? And is it worth the political battle? Like, you only have so much political capital. Is it really worth the energy or effort? Not everything is. When you do challenge a decision, establish a shared goal, explain how these actions, ideally with data, won't achieve that goal, and then propose an alternative solution. You're not just saying, this is dumb, but you're saying, okay, we want to like get to this place. Here is where I disagree. And when you provide an alternative solution, you're doing it constructively, and you're allowing the decision maker to evaluate a bit more objectively on the paths ahead. This worked really well for me, even with conversations with senior leadership. Don't be afraid, because what you're really doing is you're not like just being negative, but you're just showing that you're interested in the success of the organization, and you're just having a different way forward. The decision maker still might decide differently. That's okay. At best, you've established like or at best they say yes, but if not, you've established credibility within the organization, and you should feel really proud that you've like spoken up and shown your interest in the company. So if you are acquired, celebrate, accept change, evaluate your role, know your rights, migrate deliberately, build relationships, and challenge change constructively. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cameron.